So, Melissa Caddick, missing from her Dover Heights home in Sydney for about 3 weeks now. Melissa Caddick, did she leave alive or dead? Did the son hear the 5:30 sound and know it was a fake timeline setup? Or does he really believe he heard his mother leave at 5:30? When I look at Facebook, in true Kevin Bacon style, I've got quite a few second degree and third degree connections. It doesn't have to even be 6th degree. And it's interesting where they lead. Rose Bay, Rushcutters Bay, all of these places have yachts. And, is it possible that the door slammed, Melissa hid in the home, left in the car with Anthony? Had she already gone the night before and Anthony slammed the door? I wouldn't put it past her, if she is alive, to try and leave on the water and go either to the islands, to Polynesia, or to New Zealand. You still have the water police to contend with. You still have customs to contend with. You can't just sail around and land on the shore. There's people that patrol. They see vessels, other ships, report seeing boats in various shipping lanes or boating lanes. You can't just rock on up to a shore. It might look that way, and it's probably possible. I'm sure there's smuggling and things like that, so who knows. But yeah, 5:30 is definitely a fake piece of information to set up a timeline. And the big question is, was the son asked to hear it? Does he hear it knowing what it means? That, it is what it is. It's a setup. It's to help his mum, or, has he been told it'll help his mum? Yeah, because what do you think of Anthony Cotelli? This guy's a party guy. He's someone that loves a scene, loves being in a scene. He certainly enjoyed spending the money that Melissa was bringing to their household. And it was at the time that they got married that Malika, the name of Melissa's company, was set up upon their marriage. So what sort of agreement have they got? What sort of marriage did they have? Because, they really liked ostentatious, fine things. She liked the biggest gemstones. They liked to go to the best places, drive the most expensive Audi. They wanted to be seen. And they just seem like a very odd couple. So I can imagine, look, if she's very eccentric, she must be a very eccentric person, really, I think. And it makes you wonder what their appetites are like. If you've, it's kind of in the Epstein sort of line of things, in my mind. When you see ostentatious spending and things, it's something that makes you think, well, then, you know, you need more and more to be satisfied. You need more heightened experiences. You know, it's a different thing to when you see people that are investing. It doesn't matter if they're making money off or living a privileged life. It's a different thing when, say, you see the Irwin family who are investing their life in something very meaningful. And when you see someone, you know, investing life in true passions, and then you just see someone just spending a lot of money on just an ostentatious lifestyle. I know that sounds like a judgment, but I mean, it's like there's no substance there behind it. It's not like using that money so that you can pursue passions that are anything other than consumerism. And so you think, well, what satiates people in the end? More and more risk, more and more sexual adventure, more and more adrenaline pumping experiences, and being more and more elevated in the eyes of who you think your peers are, with how successful you are or appear to be. You know, it can only lead one place, really, and it looks like that's where it's led. And it's who will do what to protect themselves. Who's going to protect themselves more or protect others more? Can a mother abandon her child, even if she seems to be a mother that was capable of doing some very manipulative things? Does she have true feelings for her own son? You have to ask the question. And if she has, then does she think that it'll be all right if he knows she's alive and she makes it out? Does she think, well, when he's 18, they'll be reunited? He won't have to always look out for who's over his shoulder. Has she pulled the wool over both the husband and the son's eyes? Can she do something like this on her own? Did her husband, who's enjoying this high life, thinking, wow, you're amazing, was he that naive to think that she can just suddenly make millions of dollars and sustain it over a period of 7 years? You know, how long does it take to plan a getaway, and would you need help, and who would you go to for that help? You just feel like there is more mystery than meets the eye. Obviously, what meets the eye is we're being told that Melissa left the home for a run because that was her usual routine. And indeed, no doubt, yeah, you would probably want a nice run along the ocean roads. It could be your last for a long while. But, you know, if you're not planning on facing the music, then getting away is your priority, isn't it? That home was large. You could hide in that home. So, you know, the door slamming, this is complete bullshit. Just saying.